That's right, it's more of this. That might be a little loud. Let me... Actually, I could turn that back to where it was. And then... Whoa, don't do that. Lousy OneDrive pop-ups. Is the stream going? I just wanted to double check to make sure everything's okay. Alright, good. Just want to be sure. And can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? See me okay? Everything good? Turn this down a little bit. Oh, the audio's a little low. I know what I need to do. We're going to turn this down a little bit here. And then boost it here. And how's that? Okay, now let's see if I can actually get this to work right. There we go. Yeah, so you can still have the duck spring license plates. It's been a while since I played this game. Fine, you guys can... Oh, red light violation. Yay. I took a right turn on red. That's not a red light violation. They stopped. Mic is quiet now. Alright, I'll give it an adjustment in a second. Once I get to a shop. Shop or repair facility. Yeah, you had a Melty Goblin, you had a great stream. Now we're back to... Ooh, what do we got? We got a job here. Yeah, of course I'm using my own equipment. Wait, what? There's nothing here. What I need to do is go to the job market. Alright, let's see if I can boost this a little bit. Recording. Now that's maxed out, so I'm gonna have to turn the audio down to make up for it, and then it's just a matter of, because my volume for my microphone's maxed, so alright. What the? Don't do that. Don't do that. Do that. There we go. Now come on. And just for the record, I'm also taking any I was taking requests if anybody has anything specific they'd like to see me play and fail at, like Crusader Kings, Dwarf Fortress, something like that. Or if anyone has any good ideas for some multiplayer stuff, we can get that going. In the meantime, A lot of people seem to like this when I played it the other day, so we're going to go ahead and go through it again. Where's this at? That's a little far. No, I want to go from sort by origin. Descend? No. I don't think it's origins. There we go. This looks like a nice long hall. What is this? Let's go to Reading. Yeah, this is American Truck Simulator. It's like Elite Dangerous, but not in space. And without people shooting at me. It's like only it's a distillation of the entire thing. And hello to you as well. Yeah, it's a chill game. It's a chill game until you do something like that and get a ticket. I should hit him. Wait, speeding. Oh. Really? I was less than 5 over the speed limit. Ugh. I'm down $1,000 and I haven't even picked up a vehicle yet, or a load yet. This is not going to go well today, I can tell you that much. Hey, if you're trying to cut back on caffeine, detox from caffeine by cutting your energy drink habit, what's the best game to play? And crash another $400, and it's the best vehicle to play, or game to play. How about a game where you're trucking for several hours a day? Oh, maybe I can make some money off this real quick. What do I have for external contracts? It's actually attached to my account, which is interesting. Freight market. Yeah, these pay a lot more. So we're going to be doing this. Forget which button it is. Not those. There we go. Well, hi, Jala. Good to see you. It's as if I didn't talk to you like 5 minutes ago in the chat. The problem with playing this game only every few... Not that... Every few months is you forget how to what the controls are every single time. T or Joy Y. There we go. gonna let me out, or looks like okay, there you go. How much gas do I have? Almost full. All right, we're going to cruise on down the USA. California, here we come. And I gotta try to up the speed in the city. It's easy to not forget how fast you're actually going. How's my sleep? I don't need sleep anytime soon. Last thing we want is a repeat of last time. In case you weren't here for that stream. It was for Duck Spring back in spring. Which makes sense because it was Duck Spring. But, we ran out of, well, consciousness while we were driving last time. And ended up falling asleep and spinning off the road 3, 4, 5 times. Oh, don't do that. Okay, that's how I kill my engine. Yeah, my GPS is a sleepy gauge, so I don't know, so I know how tired I am. Doesn't your car do that? I thought everybody's did. But I hope the sound levels are okay now and everything sounds good, except, you know, you get the soft purr of the engine. Doesn't look like I'm dropping any frames. Video quality looks good. Should be running at 60 frames at 720. Didn't have sleep gauges in 95. Well, I mean they did, but they were analog. What's the donations at anyway? I don't have the page pulled up, and it's a little hard to do that with this game. It makes it hard to switch windows because it doesn't have a dedicated full screen windowed mode. So when I do that, it minimizes the application, which is not always good for the stream. But what's the donations up to? Okay. Ooh, 3,500. That is tremendous. Let's see what we can get up to. I kind of want to make a donation incentive that if we can get it high enough, I'll have a little cameo. It's a posted truck. I can't tell you how much I love the generic names on any of these games. What the? For a second there I thought that was a spike strip. I've been playing too many other games. This I've also thought about running some Forza Horizon 3 later, which I might do if I'm just not. My biggest concern there is whether or not it'll stay at a steady frame rate. Well, it's not full on. Yeah, there's an EU truck game as well. They're not full 1-to-1 scale. But they're actually pretty decently sized. They did a recent rescaling of this game to have it take some of that into account, to where it expanded it by about 40%. Still not to scale, but who wants to drive one route for 7 hours? Like, I would literally be driving this route for 9 hours. I should set my cruise control. Or I should not get cut off by this jerk. In the posted truck. That's it, I should run him off the road. Ah, I get it. Oh, I know what happened. We crossed into California, and now we have 65 mile an hour speed limits. Nah, Desert Bus, you can only... It's not quite like Desert Bus, but it's... I mean, you're not wrong in your analogy, but at least the roads turn. Although, you spelled it Desert Bus, which sounds a lot better. That game's a cakewalk. Yeah, that's... That'll be the first of many bad puns. Oh, the chat is just eating that up. I love this too much. Welcome to the Punder Dome. I'll give Melty Goblin credit for that one. That was pretty good. One man. Welcome to the Punder Dome. One man enter, or two men enter. One man makes like a tree and leaves. Okay, now I kind of want a shirt that says that. Go ahead and boo. I'll boo it. Boo. I'll boo my own puns. I don't care. Hey Sam, how you doing? Like I said, in cross state lines, it's still 80 right now. I guess it's just what I was in Winnemucca. See, I wish truck drivers actually drove like this. Half the time I'm driving down I-95 and they're half in my lane. ETS2 is good. I do wish this game would actually, like, if this branched out into the Pacific Northwest, it would be amazing. Because right now all it is it's mostly desert land, and there's not a lot of that in ETS, obviously, but yeah, it's still good stuff. Oop, I'm speeding. But yeah, the if there is a little more variety in just the in the lands here, it'd be great. ETS covers most of Europe and like parts of the with the expansions and everything. I'm not sure how far east it goes, but I'm pretty sure it gets close to, or at least gets some of this old Soviet bloc. Oof. Okay. That was not my fault. That was that guy's fault. You guys all saw it. course, this is going to be my fault because I don't know how I'm going to get out of here now. There's giant rocks there, so I have to... Alright, let's see what I can't do here. So it's this button for this. I did it, haha. Who's the expert truck driver now? Next time I just slam into the guy. Yeah, I had to pull off there because that guy cut me off pretty bad. And there's no way I was going to stop in time. Woo! Trucking is right. Usually blare your horn. It's not something I think about when I'm slamming on my brakes. I'm not going to be late. Normally when you slow down, time slows down too. I'm a patient man. That's why I put, Oh, actually, I'm not a patient man. I just have deep-seated anger issues that I've mostly taken care of. Also, because I can't remember what button my horn is. Last time I did that, I killed my engine. This game is hypnotic. I do want to try this in VR sometime because, like, I want to play this game with a racing wheel, but the problem is, if you have things like this, where you have to look around, it doesn't really work. The only way to fix that is through either a VR headset or a track IR, where you can actually move the camera independently without having to worry about controlling it. Because I've never really seen much in the way of control sticks on a, or any way to control the viewpoint in on a steering wheel, or racing wheel. Yeah, I haven't mapped to custom clicking on the stick too, but the problem is, this is the left stick, and this is the right stick. So, if I forget which stick it's clicked on, well, yeah, that's right. I almost slammed into him, but he deserves it. I haven't figured out why yet. But he's a driver, and the... Where am I at now? Across state lines yet? No, I'm still in... he's a Nevada driver, so he probably did something to deserve it. If he was a California driver, I know he did something to deserve it. Yeah, it's actually probably a good idea to map right stick to center view, because I think... Okay, there's cruise control, which is great. I think I have center view to this button. Yeah. Which I probably should change that. But then that's my kill engine button, and I don't want that. I should have killed the engine to like one of the control pad buttons. Yeah, well, he shouldn't pass in the right, but I also shouldn't be in the left lane, but, you know, I don't care. I gotta get this cargo to Walmart. Sorry, Walbert. What is it? Hit 65 and then cruise control. Now I can relax and take a nap. Wow, the frame rate went down. What the heck's going on? Looks like the dust and stuff is causing my frame rate to go down. Yep, illegal move. Don't care. It's gonna get super warm in this room. Yeah, I know, nice signal, and I turned across 2 lanes. I'm completely illegal, but well, hell, if people are gonna cut me off, I don't care anymore. Leaving Reno. Not a minute too soon. I do like how I have a, I guess, generic version of Easy Pass too. I assume that's what that blue thing is. This guy gonna let me into my lane? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, we're going down to 1 lane now, are we? That's 70 miles an hour. Let's all go 50. Even in real life, or even in fiction, this is annoying. If you don't get caught, it's not illegal. It depends on who you ask. How far do I have? I have 155 miles left, and I have 250 miles worth of gas. And I am gonna get tired before I hit there, aren't I? I see the blue bed rising. Hopefully we don't have a repeat of last time. When does this cargo have to be there? Well, I know I'll make it easily. What I'm wondering is if I need to get a sleep before I get there. If I have enough time to get that, and that I might not have time for. Okay. ETS Wednesday. Oops, speeding again. Wednesday at 10:21 p.m. Basically, I gotta be there. I can't remember the easy way to actually get to that. Let's see if I can do this right. Expected Thursday. Okay, so they expect me to sleep. All right, so that's actually good news. But I don't need a rest stop for another 4 hours. Back to this. What is this? No messages. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm driving all over the road. Nobody's on the road. Except for probably, oh yeah, the people I'm blocking behind me, but they're not important. So what'll probably happen is I'll get tired, but I won't be breaking the law or falling asleep. I might start yawning. See, I wish this was like actual, like, you know, around here where trucks are going 80 miles an hour and they'll get pulled over in a 55. No, I get a ticket for going 56 in a 55. So what else is going on today? How's everybody doing? Today is Saturday, right? Yes. This lovely Saturday. Not bad. Okay, good. Anyone else? Feel free to chime in if you haven't chimed in. If you don't feel comfortable, that's fine. You know, lurkers are always welcome. Cooking and listening. That's good. That's good. I'm just really happy we've almost doubled the estimate that we originally went for. Hell, we went above the estimate before this even started. I'm just trying to. I wonder what goal I should hit for this stream, because I'd like to set an incentive to have a cameo appearance if we reach like maybe 3750, but that seems a little lofty. I want something fair but achievable. Achievable, but you know, make it something to work for. Evening. This game is American Truck Simulator. It's the follow-up to Euro Truck Simulator 2, which is basically this, only in Europe and miles instead of kilometers, or vice versa. And liters for gas instead of gallons. I do like the tree overgrowth in here. It's actually overgrowing in parts of the... It's super relaxing. The problem with... There is a slight problem, which I've caught myself in streams doing this, which is I'll be playing this for a while and then I'll start yawning, which is not fun for the audience or me or anybody. I haven't played Spin Tires. You want to mix between this and Spin Tires? What is Spin Tires? Now Euro Truck is pretty much just relaxing because the beauty of this is that it's like driving there, but without the hang-ups. I mean, believe me, there's no way in hell I'd be able to take a truck from, you know, Sacramento to LA on time, ever. It's an off-road sim game. Oh, that's cool. Angry Out Russian Off-Road Truck Simulator. That's Spin Tires? That sounds frustrating. It sounds like they just make an ice road trucker simulator. Ooh, I should cut my 55. There we go. You want Geralta Riviera as the driver? Well, here's what my driver looks like. And the truck would be called Roach. Yeah, but then you'd never get any, if you did that, you never get any contracts to deliver food, so. Deranged Santa. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I have this linked into World of Trucks, but I wasn't going to take a photo of myself for this. I thought it's funnier to have that guy because that's me in like 30 years. It's Mario Truck Simulator. Here's what I want. I want The Crew, but this map. Okay, I want a game that plays better than The Crew. I want Forza Horizon 3, but this map. How about that? Yep, there it is. The weird old black and white. I wonder if they still have those. Profiles. No, I don't want to leave. I'll look that up later. Because I could swear that I've seen them. You can have them, but there's like a lot of different photos. This was the same photo I used for ETS too. No, that yawn messes with you regardless because it makes you want to yawn. Or if you're just wondering if it'll startle the crap out of you, that might be true. I'm only 16 miles away. 15. I'll be there in under half an hour. I've driven more tired than this. What the? Oh, crap. In case anyone's wondering what just happened, my controller just unplugged. I have... So, here's an issue I have. The Xbox One controller I have, it's one of the original Xbox controllers. And I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but it doesn't seem to hold the connection for the USB-C very well. USB-C? No. USB mini, micro. USB micro connection. Doesn't seem to hold very well. So, let's see if I can... Yeah, I discovered Reading. Let me see if we can pull this up real quick. Hopefully that stays there. Can you hear me now? Alright, yeah, that was my mistake. This overlay didn't have audio capture on it. The other one did. Long story short, the connection is very loose, and I don't know what happened to it. 'Cause I don't know if it got damaged on my part, or if it was... Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Or if it's just... They're just poorly made. I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but I don't know how to fix it. But until I can fix it... It's kind of stuck. I've tried other cables. The problem was, like, the one that it originally came with was even worse. It came with one that was branded with an Xbox logo on it and everything that lit up, and like that thing came undone within the first day all the time. And I don't know if it was maybe that cable damaged it or something, but either way, I'm kind of hosed. It's like I could use an Xbox 360 controller, but I like how this one feels specifically in the D-pad enough that I'm just willing to take the chance. Hell yeah, I need gas. And there's a repair shop, and hopefully a place to sleep. But yeah, like I said, I've tried other cables and it just doesn't seem to work, so I just use whatever's on hand. This really thin ribbon cable, the only reason I should switch off is because this keeps getting caught on my desk, which pulls the cable loose. Which, yeah, I know that's something worth changing out over, but yeah. These ribbon cables are nice, though. Yeah, I really like the feel of this controller, even if it's not quite right. Except for the fact that I do wish it had more, the analog sticks symmetrical instead of like it is, because, and I know this is a point of debate, but I prefer the, symmetry. Alright. We're going to go ahead and we're going to deliver this, get some gas, and get some sleep. Yeah, that's the thing. I have huge hands, so yeah, I can see. Oh, a recruitment agency! Yay! I can hire people. I don't have enough trucks to hire people though. But yeah, 360 controllers made for a little too bulky for your hands. I get that. That does make sense. When I was a kid, I used to have trouble even with the Sega Genesis controller, but it was a little slightly too big with my hands. And it just happened again. Seriously, that was annoying. That was not my fault. And now I need to visit service because I've done so much damage to my car. Right. Like I said, that was not my fault. This thing came unplugged again. And it did it again. There it goes. And the problem is, once you plug it back in, it takes a second to actually register. Why is it still doing it? Because I can feel it because it vibrates each time. Yeah, I'll be fined. Not fined. And again, really? Almost hit that guy. Go to the zone. Car zone. We're gonna... I'm doing this wrong. Too much. Not enough. Alright, I gotta pay attention to my wheels in there. Yes, I know I'm getting tired. Engine malfunction. Oh, this is great. Once you get used to it, it's a lot easier. It's been a long time since I've done this, so like, basically the thing is you just have to kind of like counter steer. You have to remember where your pivot point is. It's really not that bad. See, once you get lined up, it's not that bad. Yay, satisfactory. Damage penalty, but I'll take it. Alright. We're gonna put points into deliver flammable gas. Nah. Flammable. Flammable liquids. Flammable solids. Toxic, corrosive substances. No, we're gonna do high value cargo. I do fragile, but I know that once I have some issues with this, it's gonna have to be a lot better. The thing comes unplugged and suddenly everybody hates me. I'm not gonna pick up a job just yet. So I need to repair. I have damage I need to repair. I need to sleep. I need gas. How much money did I lose anyway? I guess I'm definitely gonna lose money on the trip. I made quite a bit, but. Stop the engine. All right. Oh, so I see what you did there. Might want to steer clear. I see what you did. That's. No, I was thinking that like the even more fun would be the like flammable liquids would be interesting, but I was thinking more the fragile cargo. Ah, crap. And my brights are on, and I don't know how to turn off my brights. So I'm gonna get a ticket for that. There we go. That's my brights. Yeah, I probably ran a stop sign too. I'm not thinking right now. GoFundMe doesn't like your ad blockers. Script blocker, I should say. Alright. Service. Repair it all. I'd paint it or repair it, but right now, probably best not to spend any more money. Now I should get some sleep. Stop the engine! Stop the engine! That's loud. Alright. And now I'm resting. What? Okay. Alright. This is a good time to pause for a second. Let me see if I can't find a maybe slightly better cable. No, that's the worst one. That doesn't do anything I need to. That's an HDMI cable. A little mess here, but my desk is kind of a mess right now. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That's going to be way too short, I think. But I have an idea. Alright, so what I'm trying is I've got a USB extender. I'm going to unplug this, plug this back in, and then we're going to try this again with a different cable. Yeah. I get tired of every site requiring specific scripts to run and all that, just because we want to push our tracking or our ads or you know, any of that diagnostic software, anything like that just wants to run on your machine. Ooh, that might actually work a lot better. Seems to be a tighter fit at least. Alright. Well, here's hoping. Let's see what happens here. I don't want upgrades, I want job market. Let's see what they have in my area right now. Bakersfield. Good. That's nice long haul. That's it. Wow, I've been streaming like an hour already. Time flies. I'm thinking something like this, where I can make 20,000 off one run. It's a nice long one. Anything to Arizona though? I don't think I can do that long of a rat delivery. I think that's the problem. But we're gonna go here. I'm delivering yogurt. Yes, I know it's yogurt, but I thought the pronunciation was a little strange. Hey, another contract for Walmart. I wonder, when this game when automated trucks pretty much take over the world, will this game just become a clicker? And I don't mean take over the world, just take over trucking. Well, this already is a truck managing sim. You can hire drivers, so just take out that part of the equation. Truck real-time strategy. That might actually be kind of interesting. Oop, and I'm already going the wrong way. Screw it, we're already going this way. Ignore the GPS. We're going this. We're not going this way. We're stuck. Stop, stop, stop. Make sure I don't hit any cars. I'm gonna hit that car, aren't I? Yeah, he's claiming I hit him. Guess what? I'm gonna hit him anyway. There we go. Anytime they put their hazards on, it's like, oh, you hit me, you hit me. No. Self-driving car ethics. Self-driving cars have no ethics. Yeah, open TTD, transport tycoon. I thought that was just trains. Not. So it actually has trucks and stuff too. The problem I've seen with any of those open TTT, open Civ, anything is, what they don't do is have a good tutorial built into the game. At least from my experience. Because that's actually one of the things I might, and that might be part of my stream. I've started a series on my channel that's basically me streaming games that are incomprehensible or games I don't understand. So I've already started with Dwarf Fortress, which, if you want to see that, let me know. Because that's a nightmare and a half. Although I don't know if today would be a good day for that because I can't seem to figure out how to I'm not gonna try that because I don't know what the red light laws are here. And last time I took a right on red, I got a ticket. So basically, I don't know if the camera would, or the last time on my other stream I had to modify the OBS to work with it correctly, and I'd have to redo some settings because I'm using OBS Studio instead of OBS. Mostly because the only way I could get the display is in a window where it would still display my taskbar, and I don't want to do that, so, because I had to capture the window, not the, or I couldn't capture the window, I had to capture the monitor. And for some reason I can't capture the monitor correctly on this one right now. And even if I did, I'd have to black out part of my taskbar because I don't like to have that showing for, not for any real reason, it just doesn't seem necessary and it doesn't add anything to the stream. The crosses are... They're basically a world boundary where this... You can see on the map that the... Like, wherever the crosses are, that the GPS just disappears. Those are not implemented. Not really a level boundary, just a map boundary. And Hool. Wow, that's not even funny. See, normally I like these knockoff brands, but in Hool doesn't really seem like it doesn't really sound funny for anything. It just sounds dumb. That sounds lazy. A lot of these other ones are clever. That one I don't approve of. Well, one of the games I play that's incomprehensible. The only one I've started with is Dwarf Fortress, but on my list are games like Crusader Kings 2, U-Haul but Stupid. That's what they actually should have put on there, is U-Haul but Stupid. Yeah, Crusader Kings 2, why are my wipers on? That's not the button. I don't know how to turn my wipers off. Nope, not that button. It's definitely not that button. That button. Nope, that button. I only have so many buttons and I've hit them all. This button? Nope. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying to avoid going through YouTube tutorials because I don't like to watch... I don't like to sit there with a YouTube video open in one window trying to learn something, a game that I'm playing in the other window. Yeah, Crusader Kings is one of them. Also, Europa Universalis 4. Maybe one of the Total War games, which I kind of understand those because I played a lot of Romance of the Three Kingdoms back in the day. But the issue is that the real-time strategy aspects, I don't know if it's just not for me or if I'm just not quite grasping it. I can play them, but maybe I'm just not quite getting it. Yeah, I prefer universal. Yeah, written tutorials are universally preferable. I can agree to that because it's easy to. The biggest issue is while it is cool to be able to see what somebody's doing, it's really hard to like. Oh, okay, I don't quite get this. I have to keep rewinding it, find the time code. Maybe a written tutorial with a video guide with maybe timestamp links. For that would probably be the best way to do it. My Summer Car, that might be a good one. Other ones, other games I've thought about. Stellaris is on my list. RimWorld, but that one I need to pick up. I really don't know how to turn off my... No, it's not this. There we go. Okay, so it's... While my lights are off, I have to hit the bright thing. Yeah, I turned them on somehow and I just totally forgot they were on when I was trying to turn off the lights, or turn on the lights. Turn on the fog machine. Is it just like texting and driving? No, that's not quite true. This is like texting and driving. But, and this is surprising. I thought it would just be incomprehensible mess. Once I started getting it, I actually started really enjoying what I played at Dwarf Fortress because, and I should have seen it coming. I like games. I like sandbox games, and I like games that are a bunch of systems tacked on because it's really fun to see how the systems interact in different ways. Like in my run of Dwarf Fortress, I forgot to assign my pets to a. I forgot to assign my pets to the. Yeah, I created a pasture, but I forgot to assign the pets to the pasture, so they died. But their corpses started stinking up my fortress, which caused some other problems. So I had to figure out how to get rid of the corpses. But they kept trying to move them to the stockpile I had, not the area I had set aside, so I had to try to figure out how to figure that out. Medieval Total War. That was a long time ago, wasn't it? Not even Medieval 2? Because I think they've gotten better since then. From what I heard, they started getting really good with Shogun 2. And I heard really good things about Total Warhammer. I know for branding purposes it's Total War colon Warhammer, but I prefer to call it Total Warhammer. Oh, you played 2. I could see Finicky Sieges. Yeah, I didn't play that one, so I'm not an expert. But I like the idea of adding like other elements to those games, like with rifles or like Napoleon, or I don't know if Shogun probably had rifles to a lesser extent. Or you add things like magic in Total Warhammer, and just adding like completely fantastical elements to it changes the entire degree of the way that warfare feels. Also, I do wish they'd come up with a Three Kingdoms Total War. I'd buy that day one. I'm speeding. Like I said, I used to play a lot of the old Romance of the Three Kingdoms games. Which are basically without, like, it's turn-based combat instead of real-time, but very similar in how the management of a province plays out. Yeah, Romance of the Three Kingdoms. It's based on it's based on the fall of the Han Dynasty in 200 or so AD China. But that series is a strategy series that eventually Dynasty Warriors spun out of that when they tried to make a fighting game out of it. And then they found that the fighting game didn't work, created a hack and slash, which did work, and now everything is a Warriors game. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I love those games, but I do wish they'd go, like, I know they came out with some recently, along with Nobunaga's Ambition, but it doesn't have the same feel to me. They started going to more of a trying to copy, or at least take elements from more like Civ and things where you have unit placement and just the whole thing is turn-based, as opposed to having like a monthly management sim with battles. My favorite is probably 6 for PlayStation, because it did something that I hadn't seen at that time, where you issue orders for the battles. You have to issue orders for 3 days, and then the other team other side is issuing orders for 3 days, and then they execute at the same time. Now it's been copied or used in other things since, like Frozen Synapse and Frozen Cortex. But the idea of simultaneous turn-based is really cool. And for war, that's kind of what it would be. You'd issue orders, but you wouldn't be able to issue orders. Like, without a radio, you're not going to be able to issue orders to your troops all the time. You just have to send your basically send your runner to run orders to them, and then you kind of have to figure out what's going on at the same time while everything's happening during a battle. The extra credits, the historical series done by the extra credits. I have not seen that. That sounds interesting, though. I do like good historical games. What was that for? Oh, I thought I got charged for something, but no, it's just a loan payment, which I'm fine with. I should take out a second loan, get a second truck, and hire a second driver. Have him do some stuff. Or her. So if anyone watching and just lurking, feel free to chime in or not, but feel free to hit that donate button and donate a couple bucks to help with some cancer treatment. Yeah, cancer's no joke, and the expenses aren't either. Extra History, is that what it's called? I'll have to check that out. Hardcore History is an amazing podcast. I've heard, I have so many podcasts that I don't have time to listen to now that adding more on top of it that I'm never going to listen to is probably the worst thing I can do. It's like I have all these subscriptions, but I'm months behind. Partially because my commute cut back a little bit based on some changes I made from the time I go and the time I leave, and I'm taking the tunnel as opposed to going around the long way to not pay I don't like paying the toll, but I'm also tired of being stuck for an hour and a half in traffic. So what do? I come in on a Saturday and start playing American Truck Simulator. Ooh, it is warm in here. I'm going to have to open the door or turn on a fan, let some air blow out of here. Hope that isn't going to be too loud. Heading out, Melty? Alright, well, have a good one. Yeah, I would listen to podcasts and play this. Well, to be fair, I don't play this that much anymore. I'm mostly just playing it while doing this, but a lot of time if I'm playing games on the computer, I'm not listening to podcasts, I'm watching streams or something. Podcasts are the things I do when I can't do anything active, like driving. I mean, technically, I could probably pull up YouTube videos and stuff while driving, but I'm pretty sure my data plan or the police wouldn't like it. What company? I'm not in a Discord channel right now for audio, and driving is kind of, or not driving, but You have to give me some time on that one. So I'm turn a fan on. I may not be able to hear other people. We'll see. Let me at least finish this driving run, or this run. At least do this delivery. Hey, police car, you can pull me over for something? Nope. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can't listen to podcasts while playing challenging games. To me, the optimal is something like Diablo, or... I mean, this would be a good one, but since I'm streaming, I'm not going to subject the audience to a podcast. But yeah, Jala, if you need a nap, go take a nap. This is going to be live for, forever, so... Well, as the moment it's stripped out, it's gonna be available for watching at any time. So, I appreciate the offer to join in, though. I just don't want to deprive people of sleep. I have no hands. I have no hands, and I must steer. I have no legs. Wait a second. I am the truck. Oh crap, the self-driving trucks have already taken over. Oh, I just realized that this is turns out that this is this is actually like Ender's Game, where I'm driving a self-driving truck. Spoilers, by the way. I'm a transformer. The most boring transformer of all. No, not Optimus Prime. I just mean the fact that I'm driving and I transform, but I don't actually have any power. Don't say what? Talking to me, or... No, I've heard really good things about the Platinum Transformers game. I haven't given that a shot, but someday I will. My power is driving. Yeah, like I said, the most boring transformer of all. Considering all the other cars can drive. Literally, every single transformer that turns into a car can drive. Without a driver. Oh, I'm an undercover transformer. I cannot transform. I would like to play this someday in VR, but yeah, I should get like someday I'll get that. But my thing is, Platinum games have never clicked with me. But I don't think it's Platinum's fault. Movies have ruined Transformers for us all. Nah, the movies. I used to think stuff like that, but technically the movie didn't ruin what you already had. It ruins, like, it's bad for the current generation, but the 80s Transformers still exists. Beast Wars still exists. Beast Machines, all that stuff, that it still exists. So if I want to watch it, I can go back and watch it. I'm not gonna... I used to be the kind of person that would be mad about, like, people ruining my childhood or whatever, but I got bigger battles to fight. I'm not overly concerned about that. Middle League Platinum game and the good scale licensed games. Yeah, like I said, Platinum games haven't grabbed me so far, but I think I've only, now looking back, I haven't really played too much Platinum except for, what's the name of that game? Metal Gear Solid, or Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. The old Ultra Transformer show, good while drinking? Could be. Yeah, a lot of 80s cartoons would actually be great, either drunk or high. But my thing about Platinum is they're character action games, and I've never been big on character action. God of War never grabbed me. Devil May Cry I never really played, and Ninja Gaiden, the newer Ninja Gaidens didn't grab me. The older ones are classics. I tried Revengeance. I tried streaming it once, and it was okay, but I didn't feel the desire to keep going. Like, I played it, and I stopped the stream, and then I was like, okay, cool, I'll come back to that, and then I never came back to it. At this point, it's like, well, I would start over, but I just don't know. I hate 40 miles an hour zones. Why is it 40 here, really? There is nothing here. Why is it 40 miles an hour? Oh yeah, and back to character action games. The worst one, the worst offender would be the Castlevania Lords of Shadow series, because that basically took a franchise I love and yeah, some will disagree, but at this point you'd off-road. I mean, not a bad idea, but I don't like off-roading isn't going to get me to my destination faster if I had to. Mostly because it's those white rocks I'm not going to be able to go beyond, and there's not really any like time saver I can do. Mirror of Fate, it's similar, but that's a 2D hybrid between a standard Metroidvania style and a Platinum game, or not Platinum game, but Lords of Shadow. Yeah, it's not so much excruciating; it's just boring. It's got elements of like it's got parts of Shadow of the Colossus with the big bosses and stuff where you have to like climb upon them and then hit pieces and knock those off, but take the Metroidvania style and took it into a instead of that you just have okay, here's a level, here's a level, here's a level, here's a level. You can go back to the levels at any time, but you're picking levels out of a book, so it doesn't feel like you're actually in a world that you're actually wandering through. Even the older style Castlevania games hadn't. Even Castlevania 1. You had a castle. It looked like, okay, you're crossing the drawbridge, and you're going into the castle, and then you're going through the castle, and each level made sense. It doesn't like, all right, you're going here, you're in the woods, you're in an ice lake. Well, that doesn't make any sense. And then, okay, once you leave there, you go south, but you don't actually go south, you just pick a point on the map, and you're going to a mountain with not a mountain, but like a kind of mountainous, not really a lot of snow, but still stuff, but going through and fighting giant spiders and climbing across spider webs. It's like none of it really connected. It didn't feel like a cohesive world. It just felt like here's a bunch of stuff we thought was cool, and it wasn't cool. Castlevania cartoon's way better than it should be. I've heard good things. I've heard it doesn't end as strongly as it starts, but I've also heard it's not bad. Yeah, the Castlevania anime on Netflix. It's only 4 episodes though, so hopefully it keeps on staying strong. Oh, what time we have? We're halfway through this 3. If anyone else wants to see me play like Trackmania or something else entirely, let me know. Sam says it's only 4 episodes. It just cuts off like it's the first act of the whole story. The only thing I can think of is the rest of the story is going to be in a pachinko machine. Because Konami. Diablo got strange after Diablo 2. Yeah, this is even stranger because they turned it into a trucking game. Oh wait, see, yeah, I'm actually not slated for. No, this isn't Diablo 3. This is Elite Dangerous, according to the schedule. Realistically, it's American Trucking Simulator. Or Truck Simulator, I should say. I always want to add the ing. You might be reading the schedule for in the wrong time zone. Bye, Jala. Have a good nap and enjoy your enjoy, and we'll see you later. This is actually surprising. Like, this is a game that you would laugh at until you try, and then you try it like, oh wow, this is, where did the last 3 hours go? I've been playing this for an hour and a half. I feel like I've been playing for like 30 minutes. It gets hypnotic, especially when you're streaming it and talking to people. Yeah, good company in the stream. Dipping out too, Inkwell? Alright. Side view mirrors. Yeah, well, that one actually has one. I only have the one on the upper right. That's part of the VUI customized for this because it's really hard without like an IR, or without, not IR. Yeah, actually without track IR or a VR headset to be able to look over there and look here at the same time. And I like to be able to at least see what's on my mirrors at all time. Realistically, if I was sitting in a cab, it'd almost be in the same, like, I'd almost be able to take a quick look at both real fast. But I took it, yeah, it's, it got a lot of stuff in the HUD, but it makes it just easier to see. Because I can't accurately simulate what it would be like to be there, it's just better this way. Hey, Evan with the cat. Nice to see you chiming in. I haven't seen you today. Hey, it's the desert bus. Look. Text to speech from a shoddy Shield remote. That's kind of cool. So you'll be chatting much. All right. No worries. Lurkers are always welcome. When I say lurkers, I don't mean that in a derogatory way. A lot of people don't like to talk. That's fine. Ooh. Accident. That must have been the last truck I was driving. Man, I must be failing. It's been like half an hour since my last pun. but yeah, thanks for the compliment, Evan. I'm enjoying this, and it's only a good stream because I've had a lot of good people, talking into the chat and making conversation. These streams get really boring if it's just you talking to yourself, especially if you start hearing answers. I've never done that, but I think it'd be funny to like be streaming and if nobody pops in, just start typing in chat while talking to yourself. Kind of a Tyler Durden thing. Spoilers. At this point, though, I'm okay spoiling, things that are 15 years old or more. How far am I out? 27 miles. Not far at all. So if anyone out there wants me to switch to something else, I'm glad to do it. Otherwise, I will keep playing this. I did offer to do some Trackmania 2 or some Forza Horizon 3, which would be a lot faster in the driving. Yeah, a lot faster driving than this. This has kind of a Zen-like quality to it. What else would there be? I could do some Dwarf Fortress, which nobody wants to see that. Crusader Kings, which I don't even want to see that. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which I'm a little bit reluctant to do because people like to stream snipe on that, and the last thing I want is people coming into the stream. Plus, you know how communities can be. Sometimes there's a bunch of people just like, oh, who's streaming this? Oh, you're a bunch of jerks. After this, I'm going to be right back because I got to use I get some water and use the facilities and stuff. But, what is the, can I get a count on the donation total? I've been doing this I'm about halfway through my stream, and I kind of see where we're standing. 35.68. Oh, good numbers. I bet you we can hit. I bet you before the end of Jalaid we can hit or Jalaid. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. Before we do that, we can hit $5 grand, which is a huge dent in medical bills. I can't go. I'm hoping if we can hit 3750. Which is a lofty goal, but I don't think I'll hit that by the end of my stream. I do want to do it a donation incentive, though, if people can hit a certain goal. Yeah, that's right. There is no wrong way to donate. Just like eating a Reese's. Hashtag brands. Alright, where do you need it? Make it, make it. Yes. Made it. Now, I just have to back into there. Nope, wrong way. What I'm gonna do is there's a lot of trash on the ground. Work. I gotta go forward further. Wish I didn't do it this way. But first I need to straighten out. Go a little further. Yeah, I know, I'm driving up on the dirt. Wrong way. What I'll do is go this way. Almost, but not quite, so I just need to straighten it out a little bit now. I could see your, yeah, fun to give while watching. I could see your argument there, but, you know, it's a little different than if it was like AGDQ where they have donation incentives. We don't really have much in the way of that, so. Although, if we can hit 3750, I'll have a special guest make a cameo appearance. Also, thanks. Yes, that is a nice looking truck. Excellent. Woo. Do more long distance. I can go up to 1,000 miles. Boy, that's gonna be a long one if I do one of those two contracts. Yes. Oops. Alright. I will be right back. So stand by. I'm going to get a refill and get some water and Alright, I am back. Okay. Not quite back, actually. Now I'm back. Alright, well, how's the job market look here? Okay, that's all I want is jobs here. 14. Ooh. To LA. How far is that? Actually, you know what? I don't want to do this right now. The first thing I want to do is get some sleep before I take any contracts. It's easy to get gas, but I'm definitely not going to take any chances on sleep because it takes a lot of time. And I don't want to fail a contract because I didn't get enough. And everyone can see me okay? Still? I assume nothing's changed, but you never know. Alright, thank you. Right. Now we're gonna go to job market? Job market. And I want to check external contracts too. And don't sort by origin, sort by price per distance. Sending. I also want to start here. Okay, I am filtered by here. Ooh, 30 grand to go there. How far is it? Don't tell me how. Oh, there's 799 miles. How long is like this one? It's 4. I'd do a long one, but I don't know if I'd actually have finish it in time. But who knows? I do kind of want to do one that goes to Arizona at least, so. Let's see, 799. 16 hours, and I'm going to Holbrook. I didn't mean to do that, but oh well. Nah, just a delivery ride around the block. You know what? We're gonna do it, and if I don't finish, I can save it. And then finish it up later. We're doing a long haul. They misspelled veggies on that. Huh. Veggies would have 2 G's. Don't want speed. I should also have upgraded the truck before I did this, but oh well. Too late now. air conditioning ducts. Have to go 799 miles. Long trek. I should probably turn on my headlights, shouldn't I? Alright, I have to turn those off, turn those off, turn those back on. Don't want to speed right next to the cop. You like hauling anything that isn't a boxy trailer? I get that. How about the tanker trucks? Like flammable liquids. Gotta stop speeding in this area. You love tanker trucks, huh? Get that hazard pay, yeah. They're trying to get like more like fragile cargo and valuable cargo, things like that. Anyone want to play blackjack at the Carlton Club? I like how they have to advertise that like a casino wouldn't have blackjack. I mean, technically that it is correct because there are some casinos in some states that only allow non-table games, but so just be it slot machines and poker machines, but yeah. If you have a casino with table games, you have blackjack. It's like what should we put in this casino? Blackjack, slot machines. If you don't have those two things, you know, why are you even in business? Get that hazard pay. Get that hazard pay. I just hope I have enough time to actually do this run because I only got an hour left of my run, and this is I have 20 hours for this, which obviously is not going to be that much, but yeah. I just don't know how compressed it's going to be. Also, for what looks like air conditioning ducts, these things are heavy. You're up next. No, I thought there was someone else in between us. I thought Liam or somebody was next. No, not Liam, but oh, yeah. Okay. Well, if you don't mind. Ah, okay, yeah. Ah, okay. I thought there was I thought you, because I know there's the I thought you were referring to the tabletop stream that's later tonight for some reason, because I know that's like everybody as well, which I still don't know if I'll be part of that or not. It depends. Probably not, but if I do get a free moment, maybe, because it is kind of late. I'm still waiting to... I maybe for the next one of these, we need to set up a Gmod server so we can do some TTT with everybody in. But only using the in-game chat, because if you use the Discord, it kind of takes the whole point out. Okay. You just want me to finish this run, don't you? I don't know why this game is so popular when for a stream marathon. Maybe it's just because it's a nice palate cleanser. It's not very active. It's very chill and mellow. Very different vibe than Diablo has. Yeah, this guy does look great. I do have to get gas soon, but not yet. You have to go 143 more miles. If I do this right, I only have to get gas once. Maybe. Probably not. Yeah, if you go faster with that wood. Yeah, I would put a bunch of points in the long hauls just to have these much longer missions that are just like a little more stream friendly. It's a lot more fun to actually do the open road stuff than it is to try to navigate the cities and park. We're going to Arizona. Please tell me you're turning. Please tell me you're turning. Please tell me you're turning. Then why did you slow down? There's nobody in front of you. Why did you slow down? Oh, I guess because we're in a 40 zone. That makes sense. Gotta pay attention. Excuse me. Swallowed wrong a little bit. See, I can go 120 more miles. I don't think I need gas yet. I'm not going to be, it's not going to be 120 miles between gas stations. My thing is I want to prevent myself from having to stop a second time. I don't know why I didn't just go around the other way. About the same distance, and probably would have missed a couple stop signs. Chat's a little quiet now. Don't make me sing. Yes, I know I'm running out of fuel. In case you're wondering why I don't have any music playing, where can we find our incomprehensible game stream? Well, glad you asked. I don't stream much, but when I do, it's going to be at twitch.tv/redphoenix122, and I can post the link when I'm done. But this isn't the time to promote, so I'm not going to use this to promote. But if you ask me, I'll ping me. Yeah, I'll send you the link. You know. Yeah, that's me. I'm not trying to. Like I said, I'm not trying to promote my own stream or anything. That's not what this is for. This is for Frodo. Wait, no. No, this is for cancer treatment for Jala. And paying medical bills because medical bills are ridiculous. Yeah, I'm responding to a direct question. I just feel... I don't want to come off as somebody that's trying to use this for their own personal gain. I know that there are people that even interrupt other people's streams to put up their links. Be like, hey, by the way, while you're like, oh, hey, how you doing? Like, oh, by the way, you should check out my stream. It's like, that's in poor taste. So I'm trying not to do that. Especially for a charity stream. I'm glad there's all these trucks alongside the road because it doesn't make me feel so bad. Realistically, though, I am thinking about just scrapping that account and then using my real name for my account because I don't use nicknames much anymore. It seems kind of, what's the point? I'm not trying to hide. My identity's not. Well, you're Evan with the cat, so you're not too far off from your name already. Wait, unless something happened to the cat. Tell me nothing happened to the cat. Please tell me nothing happened to the cat. Alright, where am I at in fuel? I got enough to go 50 more miles. I'm going to pull in this one. The cat is snoozing happily. The internet does look weird with real names, but I also think that I think it's weird when, if you think about it, yeah, you're old school and you think the internet looks weird with real names, but if you're like broadcasting, you stand up to next to a person like, oh, I'm, anybody in the media or anything puts a real name. So when you compare that to that, it's kind of weird for it to have like screen names displayed below. The other compromise is to use my ham call sign, which would be really stupid, but then I can mix old and new. Yeah, I use my real name in the Slack, but the Slack and a lot of other places, but I don't know, like even my Twitter, I use my real name now at this point, so it's like personally, if I say something, I stand behind it. So there's no reason for me to hide behind a name. Everybody's got their own reasons to hide behind the name, and hide is the wrong word. To disguise their name. Sometimes it's a safety thing because they don't want fear from repercussions, or they don't want people on the internet who are jerks to try to respond and be jerks like they always are. I get that. I just, personally, I'm getting to a point in my life where I just like, it's just easier for me to do this because, or at least, because, like, Red Phoenix 122, that worked when I was 18, but, I'm twice that now. I don't feel that anymore. I feel like, who I am. I've done enough of my life to where I don't care if somebody knows who I am or not. And this isn't a criticism of anybody else's choices. Everybody's got their own choices. It's just, for me, I don't know if it works anymore. And I don't want anybody to think I'm insulting their choices if they choose not to use their real name. I understand there's plenty of other reasons. I just don't have any good ones for myself. Ooh, jet fighters. That I haven't seen that. That was actually pretty awesome. You guys catch that? Tell me I wasn't the only one that saw that. You live near Nazis. Yeah, that's a little different. I mean, I'm sure pretty much everybody lives near Nazis at this point, but yeah, there's like several reasons based on racial and gender discrimination, as well as people that like to draw up, like look up people online to find out people's personal info and then use that against them or to dox them. There's a lot of lunatics out there. But I refuse, I'm not going to let... I'm in a position where I don't have to worry about things much, things in the same direction. Most internet assholes are meat kittens in real life. Yeah, that is true, but it only takes one. And our first point is there only takes one, and second point is even the meek assholes can do damage. They're the kind of like the people that are actually willing to like confront somebody. I respect that a little more than the people that sit there and try to swat people, because swatting gets people killed, and all they have to say is, well, I didn't mean that to happen. It's like, yeah, but you kind of did. What did you expect to happen? You think it's funny? I mean... But seriously, was I the only person that saw that jet fighter? Don't have anything to do in real life. Well, a big problem I noticed is that a lot of the people that do that kind of stuff have never actually had real difficulty. I'm not making light of people's problems. Obviously, there are people that have. But there's a lot of them that just don't... They don't really... They haven't encountered true hardship. So they don't have a context for their problems aren't the kind of problems that the world has. And I've been there. I've been like the person that thought, oh, my problems are the worst, until I've actually I put myself through far worse. And I've seen far worse through my own two eyes. I've seen, an entire city completely abandoned. I've seen people that have nothing sitting there sharing with each other, and it made me mad because I come back here and see that people that just like think of nothing but themselves. And anyway, enough depressing talk. This is a happy stream. Let's make it happy. That is a beautiful resort. I would love to be there. This is another one of the lazy ones, but I actually do appreciate this one. It's Air Rayons furniture. Yeah, it's good talk. I just don't like to, I don't I don't want to bring people down. Yeah, even grounding can bring people down, and this is this game is supposed to be chill. Relax. It's a happy celebration. I probably don't need my lights on, but I'm going to leave them on because I don't want to get busted. Where am I at? I need a VR headset for this and a better computer to run a VR headset. TV show where people interviewed while driving around. Taxi cab confessions. That's how old I am. There's also Jerry Seinfeld's Comedians in Cars thing. But in this context, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. Oops. Gotta stop speeding. It's a wine truck. Dutch equivalents. Yeah, probably wouldn't be helpful here because I probably haven't heard of it. But you never know. Hey, monorail. 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 You let me over? Oh, no, you don't. Let me over. You better let me over. So I need to get over to that lane. Ray's Hamburgers. Where are we at? 414. I might make it. At this rate, I'm doing pretty well. A big chunk of that was going through a city. Go through Vegas. I assume this is Vegas. It's big enough to be Vegas. Too bad the what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. The law doesn't apply to traffic or traffic violations. I don't know why this game keeps choking on the frame rate. I wonder if I got too much running. At least I don't have any. Yeah, I have 0 drop frames. Nice. I am liking that. Running this at 720. It's doing pretty well without having any issues. Drive carefully. Come back soon. Ooh, shopping center for sale. Alright, it is 4:15. If we can get some more donations in, I might have someone make a special guest appearance. I wish we could have the donation total posted, but I don't have the thing for that, and I don't think it tracks the same way, especially once it's hit over the original goal, which we've hit the original goal, but there's still a lot more to pay off that. Every little bit helps. Still 35.68. Oh, come on. We got to get some more donations than that. Come on. I'll go off-roading if we can get that higher. What's this? Yeah, off-road truck simulator. Beautiful mountains, though. The sky looks great. Don't you dare do what you think you're doing. Yeah, he's gonna do it. Oh well. I wish this truck went faster, but I need to boost it a little bit. I need a better truck, really, but this one's mine. You should start taking donation incentives to actually do random stuff, like drive without sleeping, or bypass sleep zones, bypass gas, bypass other things. What was that? Loan installment. Every time that happens, I always worry that I'm getting charged for something. At least I'm still ahead of where I was when I started the stream by about like 25 grand. Yay! I don't have to weigh in. Yay! Way stations suck. Yeah, I slammed on the brakes because I had to. Yeah, the speed limit dropped twice real fast. So. Haha, passing all those trucks. By the way, anyone like my Bob Ross t-shirt? It was a gift from my wife. Seriously? I stopped. Well, I mean, I might have rolled that a little bit, but I didn't violate a red light. That's ridiculous. I'm still at the light. Yeah, let's try to get... I might do it anyway if we don't quite hit it, if we get close, but I'd like to at least get some more donations rolling in, because it'd be awesome to get some good donations coming in. Get the ball rolling. We'll see what the demand is and how many people are here. I have only 10 more hours to go. Yeah, don't donate too much. Don't I see you try again. I was gonna say don't try again, because a lot of time it just has to process, and the last thing you want to do is get charged twice as much as you thought you were going to get charged. Unless you were already planning on donating it, then yeah, that's fine. But alright, so right now it seems like there's only like three people live in the chat. Anyone else want to chime up? Join the conversation. I'm taking any topics. Well, most topics. Not hot topics. And I just killed my engine. I wanted to honk my horn, I killed my engine. Cereal. Alright. Sam's playing 3DS games. What are you playing, Sam? As far as cereal being the topic. Alright, we'll talk about cereal. Kind of cereal. I don't eat much cereal, but I do love me some Honey Nut Cheerios. And before you say it's a kid's cereal, yes, I know. I don't care. You can't use the, I'm surprised you can't do a direct PayPal to GoFundMe. It's a little weird. Ooh, Blaster Master Zero. New Super Mario Bros. 2, I played that. I tried that, it just didn't grab me. Like, it was good, but having played New Super Mario Bros., New Super Mario Bros. Wii, New Super Mario Bros. U, New Super Mario Bros. 2 kind of like was the end of it. Blaster Master Zero, I really want to play. Like oatmeal with some yogurt and wheat germ added up. Most of the time, most of the time for breakfast, I just end up having a couple slices of toast. Just faster in the mornings. Grab something light. Play them a couple levels or in the mood for a couple of Mario levels. I get that. I think it's just because I loved the original DS one so much, and then I played the Wii one, and then I played U, that eventually it's like, I think I'm done with 2D Mario again for a while. Maybe I'll come back to it. That and 3D Land was so good. No, 3D Land was good. 3D World was amazing. But I did like the how 2 did all the coin stuff. That was a really good, like, one, it eliminated the need for extra lives, which, you know, I'm glad they're going that direction with it with Odyssey. But the coin thing was a really cool idea. Like, oh, let's make these coins do some really cool stuff and make it really easier. Like not really easy, but like give you some ways to earn tons of coins, and then make the coins do something. What DS game should you get? Chrono Trigger is a good one to play on that. What else should I? Rune Factory 3 is really good. It's if you like Harvest Moon, it's basically that, but with combat too. And you have to like different environments and the story and stuff. Let's see, Planet Puzzle League, but that's because I love Puzzle League games. Yeah, Rune Factory 3. Hey Liam, how you doing? What's another good DS game? I'm trying to think. The Castlevania games on DS are fantastic. They play tight and they're tremendous. Elite Beat Agents, if you like rhythm games. I'm trying to think of what I really... Dragon Quest 4 and 5. What am I even thinking? Super Smash wasn't on DS. That was 3DS. Oop, going too fast. What kind of games would you like to play? Like, obviously you're playing a JRPG, so you probably don't want too many more of those, but I think what else you would want would be a really good thing to add. New Super Mario Brothers is good if you haven't played one of those. Advance Wars is good. Any like a ton of the if you have access to some Game Boy Advance games that you haven't played, those are really good too because they play out with the original DS. Yeah, nobody can play endless JRPGs because JRPGs, and also if you've never played a JRPG before and you're starting with Chrono Trigger, it's all downhill from there. Don't get me wrong, there's still some great JRPGs, but that is probably, or not probably, arguably the best ever made. I say arguably because I say it and people argue with me. Yeah, Castlevania games are a great idea because those ones, like if you like Symphony of the Night, you'll like those ones too because they play a lot like it with some interesting twists. One allows you to absorb the souls of your enemies and use them as attacks. One has a glyph system that allows you to do different things. One has two different characters that you can switch between that have two completely different effects. They all play interesting in their own ways. Pokemon game? I mean, if Pokemon works for you. I've never gotten into Pokemon, and I've tried multiple times, but it's one of those things that you have to be into. You have to give it a try to know if you're into it or not. But if you bought your girlfriend black, you should get Pokemon White just so you can trade with her to give her what she doesn't have, just in case, you know. Oh, how did I overlook that one? That is a good suggestion from Oakenfork. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. That whole Phoenix Wright series is good. But unless you already have a 3DS, if you have a 3DS, you can get the trilogy probably a lot easier. But if you only have a straight DS, yeah. definitely get those games. I know there's a lot I'm overlooking because I played a lot of good games on the DS. There's a port of Super Mario 64 that's alright. It's not great, but it's interesting. Advance Wars, I mentioned that, but it's, it bears repeating. The 3DS version, a lot of people didn't like the second one on DS, which was Advance Wars: Days of Ruin, which was a basically redid the entire. It was like almost like a gritty reboot, which I know people hear gritty reboot and go, ugh. But I liked what they did with some of the stuff because it grounded it, because the other ones were kind of like a little too, like the originals were a little too on the, oh, I'm sending soldiers off to die. Oh, but we're commanders and we're happy. This one actually took it and actually like acknowledged the fact that you're sending troops to die. Like when they get killed, they die. It's not, friendly like that. But I thought the game, the second one on DS was better than the first one on DS, but other people would disagree. Either way, they're worth playing, especially if you haven't played an Advance Wars game before. They have a cool style to them, and it's made by the team that did Fire Emblem. If you played those, but it's less about getting through with what units you have and building XP on units, and more about resource management and buying the troop, funding and acquiring the troops you need in order to do what you need to do. My problem with every Advance Wars game is I get stuck, and then I stop playing. There's a Final Fantasy Tactics game for it, which a lot of people didn't like it, but I liked some of the ideas up behind it, and I mean, if you're just looking for titles, it's definitely playable. Yeah, if you've never played a Final Fantasy Tactics game, you absolutely should. If for no other reason, to find out if you like him or not. Urban themed game with a super long title. Oh, The World Ends With You. Ooh, another one if you like some of the older dungeon crawlers, especially like the older PC dungeon crawlers, is Etrian Odyssey. Those games have you have to build your own grids and everything. Retro Game Challenge, that's a great one. How much further do I have? I have 4 hours. I'm gonna have to stop and nap. I never played The World Ends With You. I've heard good things, but I never got it when it was, when I could, and now there's no way in hell I'm going to try. Let's go to Tucson. Yes, I know that's not how you pronounce it. I just felt like saying that. Wish I knew why this frame rate was dropping so much. Oh well. DS games are expensive these days. I have an R4 card, which, yeah, I know I shouldn't use it, but I bought it when I was in Iraq, or I ordered it when I was in Iraq. And I mostly because I just didn't have the access to actually buy any games. It's kind of hard to. Oop, don't want that one. It's really hard to buy games when you're, you know, overseas. One game that I liked the idea of, but didn't like the play of, was Lost Magic. It's kind of an RTS, but you had to like cast spells using the stylus. Interesting idea. R4 card. That's a it's a flash card basically. It allows you to put ROMs on it and play them as normal. Not recommended to do that, but like I said, I didn't have a lot of choice back then. It's a card that had basically you put an SD card slot, it goes into, or it has an SD card slot in it. You put a micro SD in there, and it allows you to save ROMs to it basically. But it's not really a yeah. But I wouldn't say all though, because depending on the firmware of the card and everything, some have issues with copy protection and this, that, and the other thing. I'd still like to give money where I can, but if literally I can't give them money because they don't deliver to where I'm gonna, like at that point you're kind of out of options. And I definitely need to sleep, or I'm gonna end up with this. We're gonna have a repeat of last Duck Spring, aren't we? Yes, we are. Oh, great. Who wants a repeat of Duck Spring? In case you're wondering, last time I fell asleep at the wheel and ended up slamming into things. Also in the stream, that was the beginning of the stream because the controller kept coming unplugged. This connection actually seems a lot better than the ones I've been trying. So maybe this will last. Because it's infuriating when playing racing games or driving games or anything like that. Ooh, there's a rest area. I might be able to do this. I'm gonna have to go this way though. I like how they can go that way, but I can't. Yeah, the price of DS games is kind of high right now. It's because, let's face it, they don't make them anymore, which is kind of ridiculous. I mean, not ridiculous. I understand it perfectly, but this does kind of suck. Some of those games are really fantastic. See, stop the engine, fill her up. Not that button. I'm gonna hit join. So, who wants to go off-roading? Realistically, I don't think that's Nintendo's fault because I'm pretty sure that any game company's not gonna be producing stuff for their thing they antiquated like 7 years ago. It's not just Nintendo; it's other companies as well. Don't get me wrong, Nintendo does have some problems with availability. I just don't think this puts them in the same track. Don't get me wrong, I'll blame them for days about the, availability of the NES Classic, but I don't think this one is their fault. I love how my brights and my windshield wipers are tied to the same button. I don't know why I did that. It's now Saturday. It's 7:40, 5:12 a.m. I'm expected around 7:47 a.m. Also, I know my giant head is blocking the GPS, but I could move the camera around, but I didn't. I didn't want to move it to the left-hand corner and block the logo, and I didn't want to move it to the upper left or right. I guess I could have, but too late now. Yeah, I guess the upper left would kind of block the rear or the left-hand mirror when I'm looking at it like this. But which further do I have? 1 hour, 50 minutes. I'm making good time. I'm gonna make it. I have 27 minutes left. 17 minutes. I can't math. Driving through Tucson. Don't correct me. Why didn't it just have me go straight? You know what? I'm not gonna ask. That's terrible. Drink, ride, lose. You know, it's still better than... Yeah, we're in Arizona right now. That slogan is still better than most of the slogans I've seen for not drinking and driving in everywhere I've seen, so. It's quick, it's to the point, done. Drink, ride, lose. None of this drive sober or get pulled over. One of these days I should download the texture pack that actually puts like the names of real companies in this, but I do love the fake ones a little too much. Oh, hunched over a little too much. Stretch that back. For those tuning in, if we can hit, I'm probably not going to hit it now, but if we can get some more donations rolling in, we'll have a special guest here before I end the stream. Trust me, the special guest is definitely worth it. Yeah, it's been a bunch of donations. You should put more in, Liam. glad you actually could. I live in the U.S. and I haven't even been to the Grand Canyon. The only time I've crossed country, I've been to Phoenix mostly for layovers, and I've been through. I did a drive across the country, but I didn't go that far south. It was mostly sticking to Colorado and that area. Ooh, 3608 now. Definitely not where I was hoping to be, but we still made a decent amount. I was hoping we'd hit 3750, but Grand Canyon coming from a place of basically all flat farmlands, that I could see that. But I mean, even without that context, I'm sure it's really something. Doubly so though. Like, yeah, I came from a area that's all mountains, but yeah, I could see that just being overwhelming. Can I turn in here? Yes, I can. This is where I need to turn in. Should I hit the security guard? Yeah, we're not getting paid enough anyway. Where am I going? Yes. This should be a fairly easy one. Where am I hitting? Am I hitting that right there? Some of these are just way too tight. There we go. It looks like people are already starting to get ready for the races. Up next. I took a turn a little too tight. Nope. Made it with 10 minutes to spare. Now I can spend the next 10 minutes trying to park this stupid thing. It shouldn't take me that long. Your brain is having trouble processing what you're seeing at the Grand Canyon. I can see that. I get that. I made 30 grand just off that alone. Good work. Was I late? Damage penalty. I don't know what I damaged it on, but oh well. We're gonna put points into flammable. Alright. We got 10 minutes to spare, more than I thought. Maybe I should bring the special guest in here. Who wants to see the special guest? Chime in. Let's hear it. Especially, okay, it's 2. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Before I pass this over to the team for the Brigador stuff and the Jackbox stuff. I will be right back. Hey, looks like you're, you mean, you're talking about a good Brigador, like you're playing a good game? Hey, I was playing a good game. Anyway, here's a special guest. This is my son, Danny. Hey, buddy. Smile. Hey. Look at that. Hey, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Hey, Danny. 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 Who's that? That's you. That's you. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Yeah, look at that little face. Look at that little face. Who can't donate to that little face? Yeah, it's his first stream. Just like that. Well, not my dad's first. Not my first stream. Yeah, well, he's already got his own Minecraft channel and YouTube account, so. He already has more viewers than I do. Isn't that right? Danny! Hey, Danny. Hey, Danny. You like this? Is this too much for you? Wee. Yeah. He is awesome. Love this kid. All right. I think that's going to do it for me. Are you guys ready to take over now? I know you guys are itching for your monolith race. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. Now he's frowning. He's smile. Look. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Alright, yeah, I figured I'd put him on here because I didn't want to run another thing for 10 minutes, and everybody deserves to see this smile. Or this frown, depending on what mood he's in right now. Alright, so, is the... So, are you guys ready to take over the stream? Just give me the heads up in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep showing off my son here, because he is awesome. Or do I just need to stream for another 3 hours of him just sitting on my lap? He is 6 months old. Almost 7 months. Yeah, that's you. That's you. That's you. That's you, and that's Daddy. Thanks. Yeah, I like this T-shirt. It was a gift from my wife. My game playing policy for him, I'm not sure yet. We're still working that out. Probably not too much, especially maybe like depends on you might have to earn it, school and everything. I don't know why I got like this blue tint on the right hand side of this thing. Oh, I know exactly why. For some reason this camera decided to put a blue light which gets picked up by the camera to show that it's active. That makes perfect sense. But that's why there's that blue tint on over right here. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Because the blue light's on this side. So why would it... I don't know. Anyway, can I get verification that you guys are ready to do the monolith race so I can duck out of the stream? Because I gotta get going and make some dinner, and other people got races to do. I don't think it's reflecting on anything. I think it's just I mean, it could be, but like anywhere the reflection is happening, it would be on the other side. What's up? You want to get up? Yeah. Oh, you want to touch it? You want to touch it? No. Here? No. Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee. 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 No, that's not a toy. It's not a toy. Don't try to eat it. I know you're going to try. Yeah, there's a nice smile. There's a nice smile. There's a nice smile. Look. Who's that? Who's that? It's you. Your ribs. Alright, so do I need to go back to streaming for a little bit, or... I may just have to stream with him in my lap. Alright, change of plans. Next 2-hour block is going to be his. Alright, here's what you do. That's fun to do. Alright, here's a controller. You hold it like this, and like this, and now you drive the truck. Okay, alright, so it's a good thing I played this. Looks like some people wanted me to play Dwarf Fortress, but for the largest part of the vote, wanted me to play American Truck Simulator, so that would have won anyway. So it worked out perfectly. Alright, so ready? Drive? Drive? No. No, that's not how we... Okay, that's how some people drive around here, but that's not how we drive. Alright, let's see what happens. Here? It's you. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're steering. Kind of doing it. That's a go. You driving? You driving? You driving? Or we're driving, I should say. You're on my lap and I'm teaching you how. That's what a good dad does, right? Teaches his kid to drive when he's 7 months old, so that way he can... I don't know why. And now you're trying to eat my hand. And I get a speeding violation. Okay, this is funny. Okay, for those who can't see, he's trying to eat my hand. Alright. Alright, he's getting bored now, I think. Are you getting bored? You getting bored? Yeah. Yeah, there you you go. There you go. He likes seeing himself. He loves seeing himself.
Maybe this is more of speed.
But just so people know, we are getting him ready early. This is his teether. Yes, it is a Game Boy. Of course, if I would have known the conversation we were going to have earlier, I would have put had him wear his onesie that says "I laugh at dad jokes," because he does, even if dad's jokes are just, making laser noises for him right now. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Is that right? Is that right? Yeah. Yeah. What's that? Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What'd you do? What'd you do? Quit trying to eat your fingers. Oh, he's got something to say. What's up, buddy? What's up, Danny? Oh, you were so babbly a second ago. You want to talk? Just talk. Just talk. Danny. Nah. Loud finger eating noises. Yeah, that's him. He has done the other thing he does all the time, which is stick out his tongue and go. Yeah. Yeah, have you done that? Have you done that? You spit all over the mic? I'm sure you will. Walk. Walk. Okay, walk. Don't step on Daddy's junk. I do have one story about this. I was had him held like this, just like this, on the rollout keyboard while I was playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I was down to like the top 5 or 4, and he keeps hitting the space bar and getting me to stand up in the middle of a field. Because he likes to play with everything, doesn't he? Don't you? Yeah. But that's okay, because he's awesome. And he is incredibly drooly. And he needs a burp cloth. That'll work. There we go. Wait, Liam doesn't like chicken? So that begs the question, which didn't he like first, the chicken or the egg? Okay, I'm gonna have to... They're working out tech stuff, so... In case you're wondering why I'm still streaming on camera instead of passing it off, there's still some technical issues, so... I assume it's just an excuse because everybody wants to see this face. Oh, no, I'm not going to get him to play Dwarf Fortress because I don't hate him. Uh-oh. Wee. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. Let's look at those ribs. Wait, okay, now he's hitting the space bar and trying to stop the stream. Donate for more baby. I tried that. Wee! Yeah. His head's starting to fall.
I think he's opening the colors on the keyboard.
You like colors on the keyboard? The keyboard? You like the keyboard? Yes, this is one awesome baby. Yeah, you like it? That's you? That's you? Ooh. Heard that. He likes to play with my watch for some reason. You say hi? You say hi? Say hi. Say hi. No, don't grab the mic. Just say hi. Say hi. Hey. That's fine. Didn't have water. Say hi. No, not gonna say hi. Not gonna say hi. Wee. He's doing that, not me. I'm just trying to catch him. You just want to push buttons on the keyboard, don't you? I can't have you do that, otherwise you're gonna stop the stream. What should I put on here? You okay? You okay? Good job. No, don't. Stop hitting buttons. Play with your Game Boy? Play with your Game Boy? There you go. Here, now point it toward the screen and it looks like you're actually playing. Alright, looks like they're good to go. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pass the stream off. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed this. I think he's enjoyed it too. You want to wave? You want to wave? No? You just want to keep playing with your Game Boy, huh? Alright. Bye. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and... Alright, let's pass it off to Liam and the gang for some streams of... I can't even remember what game it is. Monolith. I keep getting that confused with Brigador because they're both incredibly long names. But yeah, so go ahead and take it. I'm going to shut this down. With a brief interruption, they'll be back up. So have a good day and enjoy the rest of the stream.